Welcome to Wonderland Stories, where every tale is filled with magic, friendship, and adventure. Today's story is called Frozen Tides, a magical journey beneath the ocean waves where courage, kindness, and love conquer the darkest storms. Let's begin. Long ago, in a kingdom beneath the shimmering seas, there lived a princess named Nerina. She was a mermaid with flowing hair as blue as the ocean itself, and her tail sparkled with silver scales that caught the light like stars. Nerina loved her kingdom dearly, but something troubled her heart. The ocean's warm and gentle tides had begun to freeze. Each day, the waves grew colder. Fish swam slower, coral reefs began to turn brittle, and ice crystals floated in places where they did not belong. The ocean creatures whispered about an ancient curse, the frozen tides, which returned once every 1,000 years. If left unchecked, it would turn the entire sea into a silent, frozen world where no life could flourish. Nerina was not one to give in to fear. With her kind heart and adventurous spirit, she promised her people she would find the source of the curse and restore the sea's warmth. Guided by her friend, a playful dolphin named Lumo, Nerina set out on her quest. They swam past coral palaces and through glowing kelp forests where schools of fish danced like ribbons. They passed whales humming low songs that trembled through the waters, as if warning her of danger ahead. But the deeper they traveled, the colder the waters became. Icebergs formed in strange shapes like giant claws, and even the jellyfish that once lit the waters with their glow now drifted weakly, dim as dying lanterns. At last, Nerina and Lumo came upon the Cavern of Echoes, an ancient place spoken of in legends. Its walls shimmered with frozen patterns that seemed to whisper forgotten songs. It was said that deep within the cavern lived the Keeper of Tides, a spirit who could control the flow of the ocean's magic. But when Nerina entered, she found the spirit imprisoned within a cage of ice. The Keeper of Tides was a shimmering figure made of water and light, but his glow was dim, his movements slow. "The frozen tides have returned," he whispered, his voice soft as rippling waves. "Long ago, the balance of the seas was broken when greed and anger poisoned the waters. A shadow known as the Frost Serpent was born, and it feeds on fear. Now it has returned to claim the seas again." Nerina's eyes widened. "How can I defeat it?" she asked. The keeper looked at her with hope. "Only a heart filled with love and bravery can melt the serpent's eyes. You must travel to the frozen abyss, where it dwells, and face it. But beware, the serpent will try to turn your heart cold. It will whisper lies, remind you of doubts, and tempt you to give in." With courage burning bright, Nerina and Lumo pressed on. The journey was dangerous. Sharp ice spikes threatened to trap them, whirlpools swirled with freezing water, and strange ghostly fish swam past with eyes glowing like lanterns. At one point, a blizzard of snow fell through the water, swirling around them so thickly that Nerina could barely see. But Lumo stayed by her side, nudging her gently forward, reminding her she was never alone. Finally, they reached the frozen abyss. A great chasm stretched before them, darker than midnight. The silence was heavy, broken only by the slow drip of melting ice. From its depths emerged the Frost Serpent, a monstrous creature made of ice and shadow, with piercing blue eyes that froze everything they touched. Its scales were jagged shards of frost, and every beat of its wings stirred freezing currents that swept across the sea. "Little princess," the serpent growled, its voice echoing like thunder through a storm. "Do you truly think your warmth can stop me? I am eternal. I am the silence of frozen seas." Nerina's heart pounded, but she thought of her people, her home, and the ocean that had always given her joy. "You may be strong," she said bravely, "but love is stronger than fear, and light is brighter than darkness. The frost serpent struck, wrapping its icy coils around her. The cold seeped into her very bones, and for a moment she felt her heart slowing. Her scales began to dull, her eyes dimming. She heard the serpents hiss, whispering cruel words. "You are too small, too weak, no one can save the sea." But then she remembered the laughter of her people, the beauty of the coral reefs, the joy of dolphins leaping, and the warmth of friendship with Lumo by her side. She remembered her mother's gentle lullabies, her father's words of encouragement, and the dreams of a bright ocean future. Her heart glowed with love so bright that it melted the serpent's icy grip. Lumo swam forward, singing a song of joy and hope, his voice echoing through the waters like bells. The song reminded Nerina of everything good, of sunbeams touching the waves, of starfish clinging to rocks, of every smile she had ever seen. Nerina raised her hands, and from her heart burst a wave of warmth and light. It surged into the frost serpent, shattering its icy form into a million sparkling snowflakes that drifted harmlessly away. The frozen abyss began to thaw. Warmth returned to the waters, coral glowed again with life, and fish swam freely, spinning and swirling as though celebrating. The keeper of tides appeared, his glow stronger than ever, no longer imprisoned. "You have done what no one else could, Princess Nerina. You have proven that love and courage can defeat even the deepest cold." With a wave of his hand, the keeper restored balance to the seas. The tides once again flowed with life and warmth. Nerina returned home with Lumo, greeted by cheers and celebration. Her kingdom sang songs of her bravery, and the sea sparkled like never before. The dolphins danced, the whales sang, and even the smallest seahorses gathered to thank her. From that day on, the frozen tides never returned, for Nerina's courage and love had broken the curse forever. And so, the ocean thrived, a reminder that even in the darkest storms, a warm heart can bring light and hope. Thank you for joining us on this magical journey under the sea. Remember, children, just like Princess Nerina, you have the power to bring warmth and light wherever you go, even in the coldest times. Stay kind, stay brave, and join us again for another adventure here on Wonderland Stories.